I'm going to start recording as well. Okay, now I'm recording. So, you want to make berries and generate money for PokeMMO. Welcome to my tutorial. My name's Tree Spoons. I'm currently live streaming this on Twitch right now. This is going to be also a YouTube video I'm posting, unedited, raw content straight from Twitch. And this is what we're going to do. Whenever somebody in the future asks me about berries, whenever they have a question about berries, it's all going to be answered here on this slideshow presented and made by AvocadoSoju, my friend, who's also in the chat right now. Is there a way I can implement the chat? I can't right now, Avo. I'm sorry. But welcome to the video. So first things first, this is the introduction, the PokeMMO Leppa berry farming guide, made by AvocadoSoju. Just said that twice. So you, the creator, are sitting here wondering yourself, Mr. AvocadoSoju, how do I start earning as much money as you? So you sit there and you question yourself what you're going to do with your life, how you're going to earn so much Pokeyen. I get questioned all the time, literally. Hey, quick question for you if you have a second. Don't want to bother you. I always tell the people they're not a bother. A bother. Nice. A bother. What and how do you generate so much Pokeyen? Like, how do you buy so many Ditto boxes off me? Well, literally, this guy right here. What I'm about to show you. How do you make so much money? Berry farming. The initial requirements for berry farming, as I tell everybody and all who've asked me, you know, whenever you get into berry farming, there is a small investment you have to make, just like there's a small investment you have to make when you go to Ditto farming, investment you have to make into making the team for gym reruns. There's always an initial investment into making PokeMMO in, monies. Any form of monies in PokeMMO, there's always an initial investment. There's nothing you can do about it. There's no way around it, unfortunately. You will always have to invest a certain amount of money to start making money. That is the truth. Unfortunately, that is the truth about PokeMMO. You can start off by doing gym reruns with a basic team, make enough money, then make a gym rerun team, and then you'll be able to do gym reruns fast, etc. But same thing with berries. There's always an initial investment. For the PokeMMO berries, it's around 500k. You need to also have access to all of Unova. AKA you gotta beat Unova entirely. You have to beat the Elite Four, collect all 8 gym badges, get 100% completion. Not Pokédex. I'm talking about just the region in general. Have to be able to get the national dex. And you have to be able to have a level 100 obedience for your Pokemon. That's the biggest thing. Is because you're gonna need Waterfall, Surf, and basically be able to fly to where it says right here. Skip home, not worth it. Abducted Shrine, or in Machalton City. So 6 gym and the berry farming plots after the 8th gym. That's exactly what you need. So first things for, and then the third thing you need. I'm rushing into it like a dumbass. I should calm down. Third thing you're going to need is the spray duck / Wilmer pail. I actually, like an idiot, Avo laughed at me. I did not use the spray duck / Wilmer pail for about a year, for my first year of berry farming, and I've been doing this for almost about a year and 7-8 months now. So the first year of me berry farming, I did not know about the spray duck / Wilmer pail, and I only found out about it because of this slideshow. So that is why I'm bringing it to you today on stream. And obviously the last thing you're going to need, and I'm sure everybody will be upset with the fact that they need this, is time and patience. Berries take a long time. You're going to see this now. The first things first. Seeds. The first things first you're going to need is seeds. How you might get seed berries or seeds from berries is by doing what's called harvesting. You need to get the harvesting tool from that lady that was shown in the previous slide. This little person right here and this little person in the house right there in that shed, they give you the harvesting tool. You can buy them. It costs $3.50 per harvesting tool, meaning one berry is going to cost you $3.50 per, aka per harvesting tool, to harvest and allow you to generate more seeds. So, and the only way to basically obviously get the seeds is to harvest them. There's no way around it. So you have to harvest the berry in order to get the seeds. Avo's presentation shows all kinds of berries. It shows Chesto berries, it shows Asper berries, Cherry, Pekka, and Rost. The main ones you want to focus on if you are going to do any form of berries or any form of essentially money generating in berry farming is going to be the seeds. You literally need the harvest. You need the seeds. You need the harvesting tools. There's no way to generate money without them. legitimately. So what the seeds you'll need the most, and the ones we're going to be focusing on today personally, are going to be the Ross berries, the cherry berries, and the Pekka berries. The reason why we want those is because when we harvest those, we get the 3 seeds we need for the Leppa berries, which is the plain spicy, the very spicy, the plain sweet, and the plain bitter. You want plain bitter, very spicy, plain sweet. One of each makes a Leppa berry. Now, in order to basically plant these, what you're going to need is one of either a plain and a very, or 3 plain. And the reason why I say that, and the reason it's being shown here, is you can use 3 plain seeds to grow the cherry berry, or you can use a plain seed and a plain spicy seed and a very spicy seed. You don't want to do that. You never want to use your very spicy seeds. It literally shows it here at the bottom left, AvocadoSoju, the Go, obviously showing you're not allowed to use the very spicy seeds whenever you're planting your Ross berries. Why, you might ask that, Mr. AvocadoSoju and Tree Spoons? Well, that's because you need the very spicy seed for the Leppa. It's the key ingredient for the Leppa. It's the only very seed you need in the ingredients to make the Leppa. The easiest berry you get back when you harvest is the plain. The plain has a higher drop chance of dropping when you harvest the seeds than the very does. Yes, I forgot to explain that originally. I should have. Both types of seeds are dropped from the berry. So in one berry, you can get a very bitter and a plain bitter, a very spicy and a plain spicy, a very sweet and a plain sweet from one berry, or you can just get one plain or one very. Either way, you can get really lucky or really not. You know what I mean? You get one plain and that's that. So the biggest thing about it is you want to harvest them all at a multiple at a time, like 1,000 at a time, 300 at a time, 500 at a time. So you have the higher chances of getting your very spicy, very sweet, and very bitter seeds. And the reason why I say that is because you want to use one plain and one very when it comes to the Pekka and the Ross berries. You want one plain and one very bitter seed, and you want one plain and one very sweet seed when it comes to planting these, because it's going to actually save you 2 plain seeds per growth if you use the very ones. The very ones aren't needed. They are actually the way you make money. These are the reason you make money when it comes to berries and everything like that, is because you get a hold of the very bitter, and the very sweet seed. You never want to use the very spicy seed. Never. And when it comes down to that, you plant one very sweet and one plain sweet, one very bitter and one plain bitter, and then you grow your berries. They will start to grow, they will be planted, and the growing process happens. Now you might be asking yourself, it's not that simple. You're right, it's really not that simple. When it comes to the watering basics, there's a lot of introduction when it comes to watering, but it's not that difficult to understand. As you see right here, Avocado goes over and says 2 water droplets equals a maximum of 7 hours. So you can wait a maximum of 7 hours before that plant dies from dehydration. Meaning it will flash red for about 2 hours. At about 5 hours is when it starts flashing red. So you have about 2 hours to yourself to be able to water it, right? Or technically 7 hours in total to water it. You never want to water when it's at 4 water droplets. You always want to wait till 4 or below. It goes over that in the slideshow, I know. But as it shows. So when it's flashing, it's flooded. That's a little bad. It might fuck up the seed. You never know, so don't do that. This means it's almost flooded. This means it's wet. 4 dots means it's wet. 5 means it's almost flooded. 5 dots flashing, it's flooded. I should have explained it like that. 3 dots means it's wet. It's good. 2 dots means it's moist. 1 dot means it's almost dry. You should water soon. And dry means you should fucking water. You know, if that's not fucking obvious, you don't want your fucking plants to die. You know. So at 2 drops, 2 droplets, 2 dots, you make sure you want to water around there as well. But anywhere from 3, 4, 5, you should be good for a couple hours. If anything, check back in 2 hours when you have 3 droplets, and you should be able to water. You know, as this slideshow shows, you should bind your hotkey. Let me bind your watering. You should bind your hotkey and fucking, like, look at it up here at the top left. I have my spray duck binded, and I press 3, and it waters it right away. So that's basically what the spray duck slash Wilmer pail does for you when it comes to watering. It makes it so you skip 5 lines of text. Yes, you heard me correctly. You skip 5 lines of text. There's 3 lines when it comes to asking you and tells you that the plant's dry. There's a a fourth line when it says, do you want to water? And there's a fifth line after watering saying the plant was watered. You skip 5 lines of text per water if you just bind this fucking thing to your keyboard. And I wish I would have known that for a fucking year. But, yes. So you want to make sure you always water, always have 5 droplets whenever, and just wait around. So whenever you, depending on the water droplets, if it's 4, you wait around 6 hours, 5 hours. 3, you wait around 4 to 5 hours. 2, you wait around 3 to 4 hours. 1, you wait about an hour. You don't want to wait any more than that. And dry, you want to fucking water as soon as possible because you don't want your fucking plants to die. It's that simple. Watering seed berries, 16 hours, tells you this. So the easiest way and the most efficient way that I learned was actually from AvocadoSoju, or Mr. Avo, as we like to say, was doing it at a certain time. So you always remember that every 7 hours your plants die. So at 5 hours you want to water. Depending on when you plant, you can do at 4 p.m., which is what I do, and then you water at 9 p.m. because that's 5 hours. You wake up 9 a.m. next morning, they're done. Or you plant at 7 p.m., you water at about 12 midnight, and then you wake up in the morning and it should be done. So you always want to plan 5 hours ahead of when you're watering. Exactly 5 hours ahead. And the reason why I say that is because you'll plant during the day, you'll water at night, you'll wake up, you'll either re-water or harvest, and then at 12 p.m. if you're doing the 24 hours or the 18 hours, you harvest. So you plant at 4 or 5. You plant between 4 or 7. You water between 9 and 12. You wake up between 9 and 12 and you harvest/water again. And then in another 2 to 3 hours, you go again and you harvest if you have Leppas. So Leppas, we're getting into it now. Perfect, easiest way for Avo and me to explain it is literally this. So you water, you set your watering schedule, you set your alarms, reminders, and he also gives you a recommended route for efficiency. He tells you everything to do. And this is what I do. I literally do his recommended route for efficiency. Plant at 4, water at 9, wake up in the morning and harvest, or anytime between 4 and 7, I plant, water based upon 5 hours later, and then I harvest in the morning or water again. So for Leppas, recipe for gold, recipe for making money, the way you're going to get everything and all your dreams and everything you needed in your life. You don't need a girlfriend, you don't need a wife, you don't need family, you don't need kids, you don't need shit in your life besides Leppas. And these are the only things that matter because it brings you Pokeyen and money. And what does that bring you? Fucking shiny Pokemon. That's the only thing that matters is shiny Pokemon. Nothing else fucking matters. So with that being said, the way to generate this Pokeyen and bring all this fucking melunxuous gold into the family is to take one very spicy seed, one plain sweet seed, and one plain bitter seed, like I told you before, and put them all into one. And with that, you get a 20-hour, not 18-hour, 20-hour growth time with a Leppa berry growing. Now that you have your Leppas planted with your one very spicy, one plain sweet, and one bitter, you now have to worry about watering them. This is where this is where you go back to the watering basics again. 2 droplets. It's 2 hours. You'll wait 1 droplet. You might not want to wait. It's about an hour. And then 3, it's about 3 to 4 hours. 4, it's about 4 to 5. And then 5 to 6 hours. Basics, 7 maximum hours, exactly. So, you know what I mean? Just based upon this, 2 water droplets, you have 7 hours. 5 water droplets, you have 12. You're good. So for Leppas, Avo actually does a different time, which I can respect, but I actually do my Leppas around the same time again. I actually do, I actually do 4 p.m. instead of 8 to 12 p.m. because he wakes up early to do his berries, and then he'll have them basically ready around afternoon when everybody gets out for work. He'll harvest them and have them ready. But I actually do my berries, my Leppa berries at around 4 p.m. again because when you plant the Leppa berries at 4, you water at 9, they'll be ready to harvest again at around 9 or 10 a.m., which is when normally everybody should wake up. I'm not trying to be a rude guy, but normally everybody should wake up around then. You water again because it's going to be a 20-hour cycle. So from 9 to 10 p.m. you water again, and then around 12 to 1 p.m. your Leppa berries are ready for harvest. And anybody who's on break, lunch, anything like that, they'll be basically ready to buy you out. It's literally that simple. They buy you out. From there, don't this is the biggest thing that me and Avo actually went over when I first started, which was don't let your plant berries die. Make sure you water, set your reminders, set your alarms, make sure you follow this path that he's showing you, 8 to 12 or the 4 to 9 like I do, and fucking water your plants. Make sure to water your plants. I don't want to sound rude when I say this, but I emphasize it highly. You made it a fucking investment. You've gotten this far. You've harvested you did the original berries. Make sure to remember these and water them. Set your alarms. Reason being is because forgetting to water slash overwatering can yield berry loss, and as well as the times you're for initially planting. The times is is the time from initially planting and I see. I apologize. So Avo just corrected me. So you should actually want to plant at midnight, wake up between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. and then water, and then basically water 20 hours. Water 20. Yes. So you plant at midnight, you water between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. and then you literally go the next day and you pick it up at, I believe, their offsets. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I apologize. I completely confused you there. Midnight is the time for initially planting. 8 to 12 hours is the time for initially, and then 12 hours from planting. Gotcha. So you go here, you start at midnight, you plant at 8 a.m. From 8 a.m. To 12 p.m. you water again, and from there you go and pick up your berries. Now it makes sense. They're offsets. There you go. So boom. The biggest thing you want to make sure is whatever time you decide, from either midnight to planting, to 4 p.m. and planting, you just want to make sure you don't forget to water your berries. You don't want to forget to water your berries. You don't want to let them die. You will lose money. As Avocado put over here at the right, it's a shame. You will lose money. You will be pissed off, and you won't be doing anything. Literally look at this sad image of AsparaGusSoju. It's so saddening. Dead plants everywhere. Berry yield loss when you overwater could be 1 to 5. If you forget to water, they could die. Obviously, they're plants. You don't want them to die. But don't overwater. You could lose a berry or 5. Biggest thing. Harvesting. So now it gets into the best part of Leppas and Leppa berries and all of it. As you can see with that little gift that AvocadoSoju put at the left there. It is the best time of day. When you go to your berry plots, when you go to your Leppas, your Sherries, your Rost, your Pekkas, and they're done growing, and all you have to do is press spacebar. Why is that the best time of day? Because once you harvest your Leppas, the best thing you can do and the greatest thing you can start doing is, as you can see, want to sell 80K per stack, 79K per stack. You start selling your Leppas. You start bringing in profit and money and all this stuff. You get to buy yourself donator tickets, and then all your Sherry, Rost, and Pekka berries. You're going to now have to spend the money you also made. A nice voice crack. You're going to also have to spend the money you also made from your Leppas to now harvest and get more Leppas. You see where this is going, how it's a repeating cycle. You save half the money for yourself, you reinvest half the money, and you start your whole berry farm over again. And it all goes back to slide 1. You invest, you grow, and then you harvest and you sell. The biggest thing that I noticed about all of this is that some people just don't have the patience for it. I know you want your fucking money right now. I know you want your fucking berries to water and grow and all this shit. Wait. Sit back, go on Reddit, go on the PokeMMO subreddit, go on PokeMMO Discords, Petrowski Discords, your team Discords. Sit back, relax, chill, meet new friends, meet new people, hang out, add new friends. Do whatever you have to do to be able to wait. Because I promise this is going to be worth it. Per 7 characters, I use 7 characters right now. It takes me a max of 1 hour a day to plant, water, and harvest. Literally a max. 1 hour a day. That means gym reruns you're saving 3 hours compared to gym reruns. And while you are gym reruns give you about 1.2 to 1.5 mil a day for 4 hours. Doing this, depending on how many characters and stuff you have, I believe, let me go up. Let me actually get into that after. Who cares about that right now? Let me get into that after. So once you get all your investments, once you reinvest, you harvest your berries, you want to look into obviously making it more effective and efficient. Your berry harvesting, your berry planting, etc. The biggest thing you're going to want to look into is a mod called Strings. The Strings mod allows you to skip literally 90 to 100% of the text needed to fucking plant berries. And the reason why I say that is look at the left gifts and look at the right gifts. Look at the line text for watering. Look at the line. That's updated now. The line text for watering is a lot more. This is from the Halloween update that just happened in 2024. There's a lot more text when it comes to watering now. So this is even outdated a little bit. But you save a bunch of time with strings. You literally get to plant, water, and harvest within a matter of literally seconds compared to when you don't have strings, as you see at the right. You straight up can't fucking do anything in the same time. It saves more than 50%. I'm willing to argue it saves about 70% of your time, maybe even 80 now. And I'm not kidding you. That is with the newest update. Strings has saved you so much time as a Leppa farmer. It's not even funny. It's ridiculous. In fact, it's actually ridiculous. So we get into the best part of it. Selling Leppas. You can sell on Trade Chat to avoid the GTL fees. 100 yen per Leppa. 79k to 80k per stack. 100 yen per berry. Can charge more sometimes. Find reoccurring customers who will buy. Who will consistently buy stacks from you, make money. Exactly as Avo just said in this entire slide, as I read it word for word. Sell your stacks for 79 to 78k. I normally do 78k. Sometimes I do 80k. I do it for the quick buck. That's honest. Like you can see what I'm about to send in this trade chat right now. Selling Leppa Berry 78k per stack, 77 stacks. I'm waiting for the people to message me. All you have to do is just make sure to advertise yourself, get your reoccurring customers, and know your value. Don't let people do this. The next slide. Don't let people or randoms lowball you. Don't ever accept this bullshit. 70k for stack Leppa. Bro, you sell to me. Bro, what the fuck are you on? I have people who sell for 65k. Goodbye. Literally. Okay, get the fuck out of here, asshole. Don't let people like this ever fucking harass you or ruin your day or ruin your time. I forgot. I didn't see that was Lefty. I didn't see that was Lefty. I know this person in the first picture. That is hilarious. I never noticed it was Lefty. But don't ever let randoms lowball you. Don't ever take stupid trades like this. And then don't ever take stupid lowballing scammers like this guy for 70k. Always sell your stacks for 79 to 80k. If you want to do team sales, 77, 78k. They're both Lefty. That's hilarious. And then always make sure to make profit. Always want to profit. Here's the advanced calculations done by the GOAT himself. Profit an hour with strings. So this is why I said you're making so much more money an hour doing berries than gym reruns. And the reason being is because when AvocadoSoju did all the math, as you can see, the profit you make an hour with strings is 740 an hour. Times that by 3, you're already making more than the gym reruns in the 3 hours. And without strings, it's only 250. So as you can see, guys, strings literally impacts around 60% of your income. Literally not even just planting. It impacts 60% of your fucking income. Legitimately. So with that being said, I highly, highly, highly recommend you get strings if you're going to do any form of berry farming, berry planting, anything like that. The biggest thing that Avocado also goes over in the end here is general tips. Don't buy seeds, grow them yourselves. You always want to grow the seeds yourselves. You just get more per berry, more per harvest tool. You get so much more money and you don't overpay for the seeds. It's okay to not water efficiently. That's the biggest thing that I was saying. You can water at any time when there are 4 drops or less. Exactly what I was saying and how I memorized the times. 3 droplets, 3 to 4 hours. 4 droplets, 4 to 5. Anything 4 or less, you can do timely, do it whenever. But just make sure you're never overwatering or letting your plants die. Set alarms to remind yourselves. I have my beautiful Alexa over here. Alexa, do I have any reminders for today?
There are no reminders scheduled.
Exactly. So I'm stupid as shit. I should probably... Alexa, set an alarm for 3:55 p.m. called berries.
Alarm set for 3:55 p.m.
There you go. So I literally set my alarms normally. I really do. And then from there, when the alarms go off, I go plant. Always sell on the trade chat, like we stated originally. By we, I mean Avo and me. Always avoid the GTL fees. You don't want to pay GTL fees. They're annoying. That's 100 yen per berry. I read that wrong. You're losing 100 yen per berry when you sell on GTL fees. when you sell on GTL due to GTL fees. Time planting to fit your life schedule. Always make sure to fit the time and watering around your schedule. As Avo said, I plant from 4 to 9. It just works with my schedule best. I get out of work. I do things easily from 4 to 9. I go to the gym, etc. And always make sure to have lots of fun when you're doing berry farming. You can wear a cute farmer's hat, cute little farmer's outfit with a pitchfork on the back, little overalls. Do whatever you have to do. Just have fun while berry farming. The whole point of PokeMMO is to honestly just sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, relieve some stress, make some friends, be good to people, be kind to people, spread kindness, and enjoy yourselves. The whole point of Pokemon is to catch them all and enjoy yourselves and make friends. Legitimately, I can't emphasize it enough. The biggest thing about this game and community is to make friends. Sit back, relax, chat it up with people, enjoy, watch your berries grow, watch the profit come in, and truly enjoy PokeMMO for what it is. A community game that everybody's just trying to enjoy and have fun and shiny hunt with. Go get your shinies, go get your money, go get your berries, go get your Leppas, go do whatever you have to do, go find the team, go join the team chat, and have fun. Enjoy the berries. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. I hope you enjoyed the guide. If anybody in chat has any questions, concerns, comments, ask them away right now so I can answer them for the video. If not, I do hope we all have a great day. I can't wait to post this to YouTube. Again, this is going to be unedited, raw, completely straight from Twitch to YouTube. So have a great day, everybody. I hope we all enjoy ourselves. And yeah, any questions in the chat? Anybody have any questions in the chat? Avo, I hope you enjoyed your presentation. Oh, I should probably do that as well. Avo, before we end this video or answer any questions, what I want to say is I want to give a quick and amazing shout out to you, AvocadoSoju, for not only being here, but also creating this presentation. This presentation has been out for actually some time now. This presentation has been out for, I believe, a year and a half, a year. And the GOAT just literally took time out of his day to sit there and make it. He literally decided to teach the community, be a nice guy, make friends in the team, and make a presentation to show everybody else how to make money in PokeMMO, shiny hunt, and have fun. And so that's my whole point. Go join a team chat. Don't let any negativity affect your day. Have a great day. Let the Leppa berries grow. Let your Ross Pekka and Sherry berries grow. Don't ever use very spicy seeds. Always remember to water and set your alarms, and enjoy yourself. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope this Leppa berry guide helps you a lot.